Good Monday morning. That is a beautiful sunrise. We'll get a full look at your weather with Frank Ferragini coming up in just a few moments. Frankie is joining us on the couch. Melanie and Devo Brown here with you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Monday.
Either of you go out for dinner over the weekend?
I went to a Massimo Capra's
went to
up
that
in
beautiful event.
Muskoka, so it was in a restaurant.
Yes. So
Very nice.
You went out? I know you like to dine out.
Yeah, I was at Rogers Center, so there's people working and kind of doing that thing. I know what we're getting into.
Yes.
But I didn't do the restaurant this weekend. I cooked this weekend. I made my
Oh,
own. I made my own
excuse
meal.
me,
I'm my own
fancy.
man.
What'd
I'm
you
an
make? What'd you
independent
make?
girl. You know
What'd
what I'm
you
saying? Friday night was steak.
Okay.
With some Brussels sprouts and some peppers and some like veggies and
Nice.
stuff. And then last night was, I did this thing where I just took like ground meat and then added it to veggies and stuff like that too. So I kind of made it like I don't know what you would call
Oh.
that, but then I used a little bit of naan and then just ate it with some.
Look at you. I made a shepherd's pie yesterday.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Felt very good
I
about
made
it.
salmon yesterday.
Listen,
Cajun salmon.
Oh, that's fancy.
Cajun salmon.
Can't keep up with
just
what
the
you do.
spicing, yeah.
Okay. The reason why we're talking about it, there is this something that's going viral today, and it's a pep talk, a restaurateur in Montreal for his passionate pep talk to those who work at his restaurant. Let's just let you have a listen to it, and we'll come out of it and have a little chit chat.
This is the restaurant business. It's a show. But you guys need to understand you're a big part of this show, okay? So show up, be alive, I tell you. It's a sexy thing to be alive in the dining room, right? We don't like deadbeats. Deadbeats, I've said this in the past. You're a deadbeat, can't help you. You're pretty much a lost cause. You gotta step up and, get yourself outside the box and be memorable.
Ah, be memorable. Okay, so the question being, do you like when your server is chatty? And I know there are lines here. Both of you have worked in the industry. Frankie, for you, do you like that pep talk, by the way?
I do. So I got to tell you, right now, in order for retail to survive, it doesn't matter whether you're a restaurant or you're a brick and mortar retail, you need to have an experience. And that's what people are going to want to go for. They're going to shop for an experience of the shopping event, or they're going to a restaurant for an experience. Do I like a server who's chatty? I like that fine balance. I like friendly. I like where they acknowledge you, where you feel important, but at the same token, they're not inserting themselves into your conversations you're having at the table. I've had some servers where they're just, there's boundaries, right? And there's sometimes where you're like, okay, you know what? I would like to get to know the person I'm here for dinner with.
Right.
I don't need to know, like there's a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you know your server's life story, that's a little much at times. I do understand that.
Yeah.
I kind of piggybacking on what you said there, personality goes a long way. And that doesn't mean just the person who's working, but personality as a brand and as a business is a huge attractive feature for people to come to your business, whether it is a restaurant or a store. And so for me, I've done this. I've been the person that's been to your table and all that, and I try and add as much personality with that. But I've also been behind the scenes and seen those speeches by friends of mine that own venues in this city and watch them motivate their staff. Because there is a thing now where, people are expecting tips. We went through that phase where it's just like, I just got to show up and I'm going to make this money as a server or whatever. But that's not the case anymore because people are tighter with their dollars because we know what the economy's like right now. So you do have to add a little oomph to it. I don't know about the show. What are you saying? That's a different restaurant. I know it's a little more of a higher end restaurant there, Table 51 in Montreal. But I do think there needs to be some sort of attractiveness with that. And that comes from personality or being personable.
I think for me, it will make or break me going back. Right? The food could be amazing, but if I know the servers just didn't care about who was sitting at the table, didn't take any interest
They
in
didn't
you.
make you feel important.
They didn't make you
that
feel
you
important.
matter.
There it is.
That is the key.
Yes.
Is that, you have my back. You're gonna bring me my meal. You're gonna look for my needs.
Make sure I like it.
And all of a sudden I feel like I matter to you.
I'm coming back.
That is fantastic.
I want to feel
returning.
seen. I don't want to be a number.
Yeah, that's it.
There
Let's
it
go.
is.
I see
just
you.
wanna be
Frankie.
held.
I
Is that
see
too
you
much to
now.
ask?
That's it. Wait, what?
You want to be held.
Do you want to be cuddled while they
different kind of
pour the bottle of
restaurant.
wine into your glass? No.
We have
Too much.
poll results, by the way. Do you like your server chatty? 63% said no.
Yeah.
37% said yes.
Look, there are people, I know when this went up and people were complaining that they don't want to show. If you don't want the chatter, you don't want anything, stay home. Do takeout.
Yeah.
Stay at home. You're going for an experience, and that's what they're there to provide. Let them provide you with that experience.
Great.
So you're paying for it. Save your money, stay home if you don't want to do it.